everyone, so today I'm doing a decluttering video. So basically this decluttering series is me going through all of my makeup, every single product, and getting rid of heaps of stuff that I just don't use anymore, don't like, you know, I just really want to cut back heavily because if you've seen my makeup collection video, you know I have a lot of stuff. And it just puts me off from trying new things sometimes because it's so overwhelming, there's too much stuff, and it's just, you know, it's very intimidating to try and find things when there are just products everywhere and you just don't even know what you have anymore. So I'm getting rid of a lot of it. I know you guys will be asking straight away, like, what are you doing with it? Don't just throw it away. Don't worry, I'm not throwing all of it away. I will throw away the stuff that's uber old and nasty. Anything else that's still usable will be going to friends and family if it's like quite well used, or anything that's new or lightly used that can be sanitized is going to be donated. And my favorite kind of places to donate are the Women's Refuge, and I think this stuff will most likely go to Look Good Feel Better. I know you guys be like, please do giveaways. I already do giveaways, and I've got a whole suitcase worth of products put aside for you guys. So follow me on Instagram and on Twitter because that's where I do my giveaways most frequently. There are going to be quite a lot of videos because there is a lot of stuff. There are a lot of different types of makeup and I kind of categorized it all. So stay tuned for all of them. I'll link all of the other ones down below as they come. Without further ado, let's get started. Okay, so let's start over here with the liquid concealers. This is kind of like liquid concealers, and then over here are some powders, liquid illuminators, there are some like cream concealers and stuff, and then up here is mostly just overflow, like that doesn't fit in the other drawers. So once I've cleaned out all of my drawers, I can kind of move this around and put it back to where I want it, if you know what I mean. So let's start with the concealers. Now I actually did a cull of my concealers recently. I do clean out all of my makeup quite regularly, like I just don't go through everything. I kind of like will grab something like, I don't like that anymore, chuck it out. So I did that recently with my concealers, but there is still, as you can see, quite a lot, so I need to do something here. I'm just going to take a baby wipe and clean this. So first off, we have the Lasting Perfection Concealer. I love this stuff. This is in shade 1. Keeping that, as you can see, it's quite old, and I think I have a new one here somewhere, right here, so that can stay. My Full Cover Liquid Concealer by Aratorm or something like that. I did a first impression on that. That can stay. I have my NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer, which can stay. These are in the shade Custard. I ended up getting rid of my pale one recently because it was just way too pale for me, whereas Custard works really, really well. I'm going to keep the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer in medium for sure. This one here is so pale for me. It's way too pale for me. It's in Fair. It was the only color I could get, but I'm going to keep it for now just because I haven't really tried it out that much yet, and I'll just mix them together. But I'll probably get rid of this shade at some point, and if I like it, I'll repurchase my shade because that's just like so pale on me, it just does not work well. And of course, I have to keep my Naked Skin Concealer. This is in Light Neutral. And then I have my Born This Way Concealer, which I freaking love. I've got 3 different shades. I don't even know what this one is because the label came off. And then I've got Fair and Light, just depending on how much fake tan I have on. So those are definitely staying. I'm such a freaking hoarder of like concealer. Right, definitely keeping my LA Girl Pro Conceal. This is Light Ivory. This one here is natural. It's almost out. I'm actually just going to get rid of this one now because I actually prefer the color Light Ivory. My MAC Pro Longwear Concealer, I'm actually going to get rid of these because I just don't really reach for them that often. There's a lot of product left in them, so I will donate those ones. I'm definitely keeping my Bare Skin by Bare Minerals. This is a really good like serum concealer. It's so hydrating and like highlighting. I'm actually going to get rid of all of these because I just don't really use color correcting products that much. I find I don't really need them. So actually I might keep the green one because if anything I would use the green once in a while. But I'm going to get rid of the pink and yellow colors. By the way, these are the Naked Skin by Urban Decay as well. I have this 3 Concept Eyes Waterfall Concealer. I'm going to keep that because I haven't really had enough time to use it yet. I haven't tried it out much, so I really want to give it a go. Same thing with this. This is the Studio Skin 24-Hour Waterproof Concealer by Smashbox. I've heard amazing things about this, but I just haven't really tried it yet. I'm going to get rid of this one. This is the Natasha Denona Eye Light Highlighting Concealer. I just didn't really find it had enough coverage, and I just don't think the color is quite right for me, so I'm going to get rid of that. This here is the CC Eye SPF 50 by IT Cosmetics. Again, I haven't really tried this much. This is in the shade Fair. Look, I haven't tried it at all. Maybe I should keep this one. That actually feels like a lovely formula. It's so smooth. So I'm gonna keep that and give that a go. This is what you guys are gonna find. Like a lot of this stuff is still new. I might actually get rid of this. I do like it because it's insane full coverage, but some of these cream ones are really full coverage and I think I like them better. So this is the Amazing Concealer by Amazing Cosmetics. So bye bye. Every time I say bye bye, I think of that video. My friend showed it to me, that bye bye driver. I want to keep this because I haven't used it yet. I got this from Becca recently. It is by 16, I think. 16 brand, I think it's Korean, and it's called the Finger Pen. It's super moisturizing as well. It reminds me of that It Cosmetics one. It's so smooth. Oh, it's really full coverage too. So I'm going to keep that and give that a go. I'm going to keep my Benefit Fake Up because I really like this if my under eye circles are super dry. I have these by Ofra Skin Sculpting Wands. So this one is supposed to be like a contour shade, which it actually looks like a really good contour shade, so I might keep that. Oh my god, this is not very successful so far. We'll keep that. There is also the Smashbox 24 Hour CC Spot Concealer. So I think this is supposed to be for breakouts, and it says avoid your eye area. Is it the right color for me? Oh yeah, I suppose it is. I'm going to keep that because I haven't tried that yet. I have the Super Stay Better Skin Concealer by Maybelline and the Rimmel Wake Me Up. I love Wake Me Up. It's a good you know, drugstore concealer. The Maybelline one, have I used this much? I don't think I've really used it that much. I'm just going to compare the Maybelline to the Rimmel and see which one I want to keep. Honestly, the Maybelline looks like a really good formula. That one's the Maybelline one down the bottom. It looks less streaky. There we go. Sorry. I was so out of frame just then. Maybelline, Rimmel. So I'm going to keep the Maybelline one. I love the Rimmel one, but I'm going to give this one a go. Then I have the Amazing Concealer Illuminate by Amazing Cosmetics. I don't know if I've really experimented much with this. It feels very sticky and thick. I'm gonna get rid of that. Next is the Master Conceal and Fair by Maybelline. I remember liking this when I used it. It is quite thick and full coverage. I think I'll get rid of it though because I want to try the other Maybelline one, and as you can see there are a lot of concealers. I don't really need it. Next is the Skin Perfecting Stick Concealer by Shiseido. I only just got this, so I kind of want to keep it. It's in the shade medium and I feel like this would be good on the face, although it's kind of orange. Look at it. It feels like such a nice formula. Oh, now I'm torn because it is very orange on me, I think. Okay, maybe I'll give this one to someone else because it's not going to match. Okay, so that's where we're at with the concealers now. I feel like, you know, I did get rid of 10, so that's not too bad. Now let's go into all of this stuff here. Okay, so first let's do the liquid illuminators. So I'm definitely keeping my Estee Lauder Genuine Glow. This is so beautiful. And I kind of put these up here because I use them around the same time as I use my concealers. Next up is the Charlotte Tilbury Miracle Eye Wand, Eye Cream and Illuminator something or other. I don't think I've really used this before. You see, that's just way too dark for my under eye area realistically. Like, I've got fake tan on. And it's quite dark. This is supposed to just be an eye brightener. Oh, there we go. It's in shade 3. Yeah, that's way too dark for me. Next up is the NYX Wonder Stick. I'm going to get rid of that because I don't really reach for it ever. I'm going to keep these because they are freaking stunning. I'll even swatch them for you. So this one is the Bare Minerals Stroke of Light and Luminous one. And then this one is Luminous 2. And these look so good just under your foundation, on top of, under your eyes, blended out before you do concealer. Like, they're so pretty. And they really catch the light. They're so nice. So those are staying. Next up is the Charlotte Tilbury Retoucher Conceal and Treat Stick in the shade 2 Fair. See, that is nice. That formula is so streak free. It's so full coverage. This is another one of those highlighting concealers by Natasha Denona, so that can go. I just don't like it as much as, you know, some of the other ones I have. And then I have the Smashbox Halo Highlighting Wand in gold. This has like a huge brush on it. God, I hate these brush applicators. It's really pretty though once it's on. I don't know if you'll be able to see in the lighting. And then the other one I have is Pearl. You know what? I've got other products in my highlighter collection that are similar to this, so I might keep the gold one and get rid of Pearl just because it's a little bit different to my other ones that I have. So that was a good cut down. Now let's get on to all the rest of the stuff. There's a lot. So first we have Bye Bye Redness. I did a first impression on this years ago. Honestly, I don't reach for this, so I'm going to get rid of it. I already know I'm going to be keeping these. I used these in a tutorial recently and holy crap, they are so good. They're the new like cream concealers by NARS. They're called the Soft Matte Complete Concealer. So I have shade Custard, which is my normal shade, like my face shade. I have the shade Vanilla Light 2, which is my under eye shade. And then I've also got this one here, which I'm going to keep. This is the shade Macadamia, and it's a little bit darker than Custard for when I'm like freshly fake tanned. So I'm keeping all of those. And of course, I'll keep both my Well Rested and Summer Bisque. And I'm also going to keep my High Definition Under Eye Setting Powder by e.l.f. because I use this when I do like a drugstore makeup tutorial. I'm going to keep my Erase Paste by Benefit. I don't use it very often, but it is really good for full coverage. It's so opaque, but it's still like creamy and easy to work with. And of course I'm going to keep my SX03 Sensual Skin Enhancer. I have no idea where my SX06 went. It must be in like a travel makeup bag somewhere, but I love this stuff. It's such full coverage and it's so good at covering just any imperfection. Alright, now I've got this eye brightener by e.l.f. in Buff. I never ever reached for that, so that can go. I really liked this. I've only used it a couple of times, so I do want to keep it and just see how I go with it, using it some more. It's the Remarkable Concealer, Full Cover Concealer by Marc Jacobs. I've got these Becca concealers. So this one's an under eye brightening concealer, which I'm going to keep because I don't have any other brighteners here apart from like the illuminators. I got rid of the Urban Decay one because I do like this one a little bit better. It stays put better. It's just like a peach color and it just really brightens up under your eyes. It's like super brightening. Obviously you would never use this much, but you can kind of see what I mean. And then I also have the shade Macadamia. This is the Ultimate Coverage Concealer. I haven't really given it much of a chance, so I might keep that. And then this shade here is in Banana, which is like a really pale, like banana color, so I'm going to keep that too, because that's quite good at covering dark circles, that kind of shade. So not many of those are going. But then I do have this concealer by Anastasia Beverly Hills. I might get rid of that one instead, because it's a very similar color to the Banana. Do you know what I mean? In fact, Banana's lighter. So yeah, I'll get rid of the Anastasia one, and it's quite sticky. I don't know how I feel about that. I've also got the new Kat Von D Under Eye Setting Powder. This is in the shade Petal, so I'm going to keep that. I haven't even tried it yet, so I obviously want to try it out first. Now that I've got room over here, I'm actually just going to put my highlighting sticks in with my concealers so that I can reach for them easier. And then the last thing here is Bye Bye Under Eye in Light by IT Cosmetics, and I'm just going to get rid of that. I never really reached for it. It is good, but as you can see I've got a lot of others, so I don't really need it. Now all of those fit nicely. So onto this area here. Oh, I've got this. Oh, this is another brightening cream, under eye brightening cream. This one's brand new though, so I will give that one away. I've got the RCMA Makeup Setting Powder. I haven't even tried that, so that can stay. I'll actually just take it all out first. So yeah, that can just stay in here for now because I don't really have any room in my powder drawer yet to put it. I've also got the Tarte Rainforest with the Sea Concealer, which I'm going to keep because I really like it if I want something quite moisturizing. I'm going to keep these Professional Makeup, the like new Benefit Pore Foundation stuff, because I really do like it on top of my other foundation. Gives a really airbrushed, like photoshopped look. That'll go in my next drawer once it's cleared out a little more. I'm going to keep this, even though I haven't really tried it yet, I still want to try it. This is the Cover FX Custom Enhancer Drops in the shade Celestial. I also have this Becca Soft Light Blurring Powder, which I tried once and I was traumatized because it went on so orange on my skin tone, like very orange, so I'm actually just gonna get rid of this straight away. Next is the Translucent Powder by Kat Von D. I quite liked that the one time I tried it, so I'll continue to try that out. The Kojin Dough Powder, this is so beautiful. It really makes your skin look like velvet, so I'm gonna keep that. That is called the Natural Lighting Powder, and it's kind of like a translucent powder. It's got a tint to it, but you can't really see it on your skin. It just blurs all your imperfections and makes you look super flawless. And then I've got the Translucent Powder by Laura Mercier. I don't think I need this because I'm keeping the Kat Von D one. I do like it, but I don't need it. I've also got the other Cover FX Custom Enhancing Drops, so I'll keep those. Ideally, I will have somewhere else to put those. And then I've got these, which are new, that I just got sent, so I might just quickly check the colors because I'll probably do like a first impression. I don't need 3 shades. So we have the shades Camel Bisque and Natural. Just looking at them, this one looks like the lightest one. This feels so full coverage. The next one is Natural. That's a little bit of a better color already. And the other one here is called Camel. Oh, that one by far is the best shade for me. So that one can go. So that is the first drawer. And all of this is what has come out of those drawers so far. I definitely think I could have probably got rid of a couple more things, but to be honest, a lot of them are just various shades, which I'm too scared to get rid of because obviously I fake tan, so I need different shades. And some of them are new products, which I really need to try. If I don't try them by, you know, a few months from now, I should probably just get rid of them. I just have my like favorites. I never want to try anything else in case it's bad, but you know, I still do. I do my videos where I try out new stuff. Sometimes it just doesn't work out very well. Okay, now on to foundation. Okay, as you can see, I have just a few foundations, so we definitely need to get rid of some of the stuff. I'm just gonna start by taking all of it out, and then we can put stuff back in and get rid of some stuff. Believe me or not, I actually just got rid of like 10 foundations out of here as well. Who knows where they even were? Like, as you can see, like, there's just stuff everywhere. So what I'm going to do is put the foundations that I use the most here, and then in here I'm going to put stuff for first impressions, because a lot of the stuff I haven't even used yet. So first impressions, and also like stuff I don't use as often. This is so overdue. Okay, so first off, this is the Etude House Lasting Double Foundation, or Double Lasting Foundation. I need to do a first impression on that, so that can go there. My Marc Jacobs Remarkable Foundation in the shade Bisque Taupe. This is my super tan shade. I also have a paler shade which I mix, and this is called Ivory Light. So those are both staying for sure. These are like holy grail. As you can see, these are quite well loved, my HD foundation, so I'm going to keep these. Where the heck is my NARS Sheer Glow in Punjab? This one here is in the shade Ceylon, and this is my pale shade, so they can stay of course, but I don't know where my Punjab is. Oh, here it is. Okay. Here's my Punjab, so of course that can stay. I never reach for this, so this can go. This is the MAC Studio Water Weight Foundation in NC25. This was my holy grail, the Naked Skin Foundation by Urban Decay, but I just don't really reach for it any longer, so I'm going to give those ones away. These YSL Fusion Ink foundations, I love, 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 love this stuff. I feel like I use BD40 more, and this is B30. I'm just gonna swatch them. See, BD40 is a little bit paler. I feel like I use BD40 a lot more, but oh no, I'm just gonna keep both. I love it too much, because BD30 is actually a really good fake tan shade. Alright, so far not doing too well. Tarte Rainforest of the Sea, I have 3 shades. My normal shade is Light Sand, so that's staying. This stuff is incredible. I've then got Light Medium Neutral and Light Medium Honey. I'm just gonna swatch them because I don't need all of them. I was aiming to have a darker color than this. I bought these online, didn't really know what they look like. So first let's swatch Light Sand. And then this one here is Light Medium Honey, which is orange, so that's not staying on my skin tone. And then this one here is Light Medium Neutral, which sounds better. It looks almost the same as Light Medium Sand, just like one shade darker. I'll keep that one. There you go. Blend it out, you can tell better. 100% keeping my Ready Set Gorgeous by CoverGirl. I love, love, love this stuff. It's so good. This is the only thing I took for foundation in Italy when I went for like a month, and yep, no regrets. Love this stuff. I've got some Estee Lauder Double Wear. I really like this for like humidity when it's really, really hot. I took it to LA with me one time when it was really hot and it was really good. But I don't know, I don't love it as much as everyone else does. It just feels funny on my skin. I might keep it and just see if I can use the rest up though, since it's half empty, or like more than half empty. I should just try to use it and get rid of it. What else? My Cover FX Custom Cover Drops, I'm keeping those full show. This stuff's really good. This is the Moisture Foundation by Kojin Do. I'm just going to swatch them because I don't need 3 shades, I'm guessing. So this shade here is 112. Really good for me when I've got no fake tan on. This stuff is such a nice foundation. I don't remember if I've talked about it in a video before, but it's really, really hydrating. This shade is 112. Wait, they're the same freaking shade. Shannon, you idiot. Alright, well I've got 2 of 112, and I've got 023. Is it darker? I hope it's darker. Yes, oh my god. Yeah, I'm keeping that. That's like a perfect match for me right now. But I'll get rid of one of the 112s because I don't need both, and that'll actually match my friend so well. And I'm sure she will like to try it because she's got similar skin to me, like can get quite dehydrated. So I'm going to keep the one that's more empty since I've got so much foundation. I'm going to get rid of my ZAR liquid foundation. ZAR is just so hard for most of you guys to get your hands on, so I don't like to use it too often in videos, even though I think it's a good brand. Which is a shame. Vitalumia Aqua, I'm keeping this for sure. My shade is 30 Beige. I love this stuff. It's so like kind of natural looking, but it makes you look good. I don't know how to describe it. It's just a really beautiful finish. And then I've got Vitalumia Aqua in 10 for when I've got no fake tan on. I'm going to get rid of this one. This is the Perfection Lumia Velvet. By the way, most of this is newish. Some of it is a little bit older, but as long as the formula looks okay, like this one here is a little bit dodgy. I'm going to get rid of that one. I think I've actually had this for like 4 years or something. As long as the formula feels okay, like it feels right, looks right, as long as the color hasn't changed, and as long as it smells okay, it's usually fine. Because I store all my makeup in this nice dark unit and I have air conditioning in my room, it keeps all of my makeup in really good quality for a long time. However, if you have a 3-year-old foundation that you keep on your countertop in the sun, it's probably going to be completely off. So that's why I recommend, you know, getting good storage for your makeup, because it'll make it last a lot longer. This is the Lorac Pore Perfection in the shade PR4. I might get rid of it. It looks quite pink. I love this foundation. This was like my favorite for so long. This is the Chi Chi Fabulous in Flawless. I haven't actually used this in a long time. Shade 1, Ivory. I might just keep one shade, so I'm going to get rid of Ivory because that'll be pale for me most of the time. And then this shade here is shade 4 Natural, which I think from memory is good for me. And then 3.8 Nude. So the nude one looks a little bit more bright yellow. Yeah, I'm going to keep shade 4. I have these Charlotte Tilbury Light Wonder foundations. Like, this is actually a primer kind of product. You can use it under, over, or instead of foundation, so I'll show you it. It's actually really beautiful. I'm definitely going to keep this one, the Wonder Glow. Like, it's probably going to be hard for you to see on camera. It just brightens your skin and makes it look so beautiful and illuminated. However, I'm going to put that in my primer drawer, because I'd probably use that like a primer. This here is shade 4 Fair Light Wonder Youth Boosting Perfect Skin Foundation. I'm going to get rid of this one. I do like it, I just don't reach for it that often. Then I have the Aqua Foundation by Kojin Do, which I also like, 123113. Might keep the lighter shade, just because the darker shade might be a little bit too peach for me. This foundation is really nice. Again, it's quite hydrating. And I just like the finish, so I'm going to keep it. Haven't used this in ages, but I'm going to keep it. This is the Mattifying Infallible Foundation in Radiant Beige by L'Oreal. It's just a really good drugstore foundation. It's quite full coverage. My Luminous Silk Foundation I'm going to keep. I love this stuff. This is in the shade 4.5. It's so beautiful. I'm sure you guys have heard about that one. This here is the Silk Cream Foundation, which I've had I've had this since like 2013, like 2012 I think. And then the Silk Cream Oil Free Photo Edition Foundation. This is like the new version, so I'll keep the new one. This one can be binned. It's so old. Love this stuff though. It's like the most flawless, beautiful finish. Let me show you. Did need to be mixed up a little, but can you see? Like, it's so full coverage. And I just love the finish of it. It's so nice. So I have the shade Medium Ivory. This is how it's supposed to look when it comes out. Might put these two together. My Kat Von D Light Neutral Foundation, I just got sent that one. I might get rid of it because I actually slightly prefer this one, which I would say is comparable, the Tarte Amazonian Clay Foundation. I like this with a sponge. This is still good, I just don't need both, so I'll keep the Tarte one. The All Nighter by Urban Decay. I'll keep this since I got rid of the Naked one. I did a first impression on this and it's pretty impressive in terms of its coverage and everything. This one here is a little bit pale for me, as you can see, but good for me if I've got less fake tan on, so I will keep that. I'm going to keep this. This is the Ultimate Coverage Complexion Cream by Becca in the shade Cashmere. I'm just going to check the colour. Yeah, that's a good colour. So I'm going to do a first impression on that at some stage. I'm going to have to lie that down, aren't I? Yes. 100% keeping my True Match foundation. I should have a lighter shade. Here it is. True Match in 1D1W. I'm going to get rid of this one. This one is in 3N. I just don't reach for this, but I reach for this colour a lot. The NARS, what was this called? All Day Luminous Weightless Foundation. I actually liked this. I remember liking it, but I don't reach for it, so I'm going to get rid of it. It needs to be more brutal. This one I really liked as well. This was a really good foundation for me when I had a lot of fake tan on, but again, I haven't been reaching for it lately, so I'm going to get rid of it. It's Tom Ford. It's freaking expensive. I did a first impression on it, I believe. Did end up using it quite a lot over, I think, last summer or something like that. It's in the shade For Bisque, but goodbye. This can go as well because I never really reach for it. It's the Flawless Finish Perfectly Satin 24-Hour Elizabeth Arden Foundation. I'm going to keep this, my EX1 Invisiwear Liquid Foundation in 200. This is a really olive kind of toned foundation. It's really good if I've got quite a lot of fake tan on, because it's just that really nice olive golden colour. It's really, really warming on your skin. It makes you look very, very, like, you know, bronzed up, I guess. I mean, like, if you're like me and not naturally that kind of undertone. But yeah, it just really gives a nice kind of boost to my skin, so I like that one when I'm fake tanned. The LA Girl Pro Coverage HD High Definition Longwear Illuminating Foundations. So I'll keep one of these. I did really like it. I've got natural and fair. I'm definitely going to keep fair because natural is a little bit more orange. As you can see with my foundations, I usually go by undertone because as far as color goes, it's really easy to adjust a foundation to make it a bit darker. So as long as it's not too dark for me and it's not the wrong undertone, it's fine. If it's a bit too pale, I can work with it. And that's how I kind of go about my foundation shades. And when I do have a super fair foundation like this one here by Marc Jacobs, I like to have the dark version so I can custom mix my perfect shade. And that's how I get like the most use out of my foundations. I have this Elsie foundation. I ended up really liking that one, but I just don't go for matte very often. This is very, very matte. So I'm going to get rid of that one. I have the Infallible Stay Fresh foundation, and this is in the shade 150. I can't even remember, do I use this? I don't even know. It's a really beautiful color though. I might keep it just for another drugstore option for my videos. My Hello Flawless in Honey. I've almost run out of that, so I'm gonna keep it. I wanna use that up. I'm gonna put my two that I need to use up down this end. This here is a white foundation, which I think is a really cool idea, so I'm gonna keep that. My e.l.f. Acne Fighting Foundation in the shade Buff. This stuff is so good. He wants to stay. I did a first impression, go watch it. It's an incredible high coverage foundation, so I'm gonna keep that. I don't really reach for this that often. This is the Clinique Chubby in the Nude foundation stick. I do reach for this one still, even though it wasn't my favorite in my first impression. I still do use it quite often, surprisingly. So I'm gonna keep it, but I'm only gonna keep one of them. I'm gonna keep the lighter one because the dark one's actually a little bit too dark for me most of the time. There have been a couple of times I've been able to use it, but I mean, I've got others, so I'm going to keep the shade Y325118. I'm going to get rid of this. I just don't reach for it. This is the Rimmel Match Perfection. I'm also going to get rid of this because I just have obviously never used it. And I just don't think Napoleon Purtis is a very big brand these days. I don't know, like they've vanished off the face of the earth. I don't know. They got rid of all of their counters in my mall. I don't know if they're still a thing or not, but it's just one of those brands that's probably a little bit too hard for all of my viewers to get to. So there's not that much point saving it and using it when you guys can't even get it, you know what I mean? Rich Liquid Foundation. I'm pretty sure this is the one I was obsessed with. It was super high coverage by Illamasqua. Super creamy. Yeah, I'm actually gonna get rid of that though because the color's a little bit orangey for me, I think. A little bit too peach. Check out this baby wipe. Wasn't too impressed with the play stick. I did a video and it was just a bit of a mess. But I'm wanting to do a play stick video, so I might keep it and just give them another go with a different primer to see how they go. I'm gonna put them over here. I'm gonna keep both of my Hourglass stick foundations. This is Sand and Bisque, and they are just my shades that kind of match me the best. One of them's paler, so this one here's Bisque. So yeah, I like those. I'm gonna get rid of this. This is the Anti-Blemish Solutions BB Cream. And I've got two of them, but they're gonna go because I've just never ever reached for them. I have a foundation pump, which could just sit in there. The Chantecaille Chamomile Fuchsia Skin Foundation. I did a video on that. It's quite a light kind of coverage from memory, like quite natural looking. I'm going to... I want to keep it because it's expensive, but you know what? I just don't really reach for it. So I'm going to get rid of it. I might actually give that to my mum because I think she will adore that. It's definitely not bad, but I guess I just usually go for like a full coverage. My Clinique Beyond Perfecting foundation and concealers, which in my first impression I wasn't like blown away by them, but the more I've used them I do actually quite like these. So I've got two shades so I can kind of mix. The lighter one is Breeze and the darker one is Golden Neutral. I'm going to get rid of my Studio Skin foundation. I raved about this way back because it's like the only foundation that I can wear overnight, which is terrible, but it stays on perfectly. Like it just stays on like nothing ever happened, like you didn't just sleep on your face all night. I just don't really reach for it though, so I'm gonna get rid of it. I don't reach for this one anymore, even though I was obsessed with it. This is the Le Tint Touche Eclat Illuminating Foundation by YSL. Actually, let me just swatch it one more time and see if I can fall in love again. Oh, no, it's so pretty though. Nah, I'm keeping it. You've got to admit, this is like a big improvement so far. And my Bobbi Brown Skin Foundation, as you can see, I use quite a bit of that one, but I just don't really reach for it, so I'll get rid of that one. Very actually quite similar to the Studio Skin by Smashbox. And then I've got a couple of Fit Me Matte and Poreless, which I'm obsessed with, so I'm keeping those. I've got shade 120 and 128. We're almost done. I've got the Wake Me Up. I'm gonna get rid of that by Rimmel. I just don't reach for it. My Pikachu cushion, I'm gonna keep that for now. Although it is quite pale, I really liked it, but it's just pale on me, like super pale on me. Maybe I should just get rid of it now. Like even when I'm pale, it's probably too pale, I don't know. I might give it to one of my friends to enjoy. I did like it though. I've got the Full On Foundation Stick by Australis, actually good. I think I used this in like a dupe video. It's very comparable to the Makeup Forever HD foundation, but I'm going to get rid of it because, again, Australis is just not too easy for all of you to get your hands on, so I try not to use it too often in videos, which sucks. The Face Glow Foundation by Natasha Denona. Haven't really given this a chance yet. I might actually though, because that kind of feels nice. I'll keep that for now. My Anastasia Beverly Hills foundation stick. I haven't even tried this out yet. Actually, did I? No, I think I just swatched it. This is in the shade Ivory, so I'll keep that. And then all of the rest are iconic London foundation sticks. I really liked these, but because I've already kept the Anastasia one, I've kept my Makeup Forever ones, I'm just gonna get rid of these now. Actually, no, I'm gonna keep one because I do like it. I just won't keep all of them. I kind of need something a little bit paler because the Makeup Forever one's kind of me when I'm tan. Maybe this one here. This is in the shade 2.2. That's actually really nice, that one there. So there we have it. I think that is quite a good downsize if I'm being honest. I could probably get rid of a few more things, like I said, like some stuff that I don't really reach for that often, but I'm kind of determined to use some of this stuff up. And then of course, as I said, I like to have a little bit of shade variation. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm going to cut it off here. Here is the bucket. This is a big bucket, by the way. That's all the stuff I got rid of out of just one drawer technically. This one section, 2 sliding drawers. There's a whole lot of stuff. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up. Stay tuned for some more. If you're wondering why I didn't do my primers, which would kind of make sense, it's because my primers are actually tucked into that drawer, so that'll be in the next few videos. But I hope you guys enjoyed this anyway, and I'll talk to you guys again soon. Bye!